Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Ford UK. I'm Danny and this is episode 12 of my favourite Fords on eBay this week. I'll start by saying a massive thanks to everyone who liked the last video and especially the people who put the comments and get involved in the little bit of a community we've got going down. Funny reading people's comments, especially the ones where they're talking about cars that were never on the road. Really enjoyed the ones about the people who'd sold cars and what they got for them in the past and the regrets they have. So yeah, keep the comments coming and thank you. Number one on the list this week is a 1990 Ford Sierra XR4x4 2.95 door in white. It's £4,795 and it's creeping up to the 100,000 mile mark and it's done 98,000 miles. Maybe this owner just can't bear the thought of taking it over the 100,000 mile threshold. I'd absolutely love it. I'd probably film it, knowing me. But yeah, let's get into the listing. It says 1994 Ford Sierra XR4x4 2.9 V6 fast appreciating classic Ford. Now looking at the picture of this thing, I love this car. I remember these when I was younger. 1990 I was 5, so I had 3 years when a few people might have been able to afford them a little bit more. 8 to 10 years old. I remember these things flying around, especially the ones in white. I saw one the other day as well, which triggered me to actually start having a look for them on eBay. But again, love the shape of these. Going back to when I used to work at Ford, I remember when I first got called through to do an MOT as an apprentice, we had a rapid fit section attached to the garage. So when they had MOTs in, they needed a lad to jump in the car and press the brake, go lock to lock and stuff. I remember the first time I jumped in a Sierra, it was an XR4x4. I was a bit shocked at how thin the doors were and stuff. But yeah, it was a comfy car. I loved on the dashboard where they have the little car outline. Looks dead retro now. It tells you if the door's open or if you've got bulbs out. Again, absolutely love these little touches. I remember sitting in these cars laughing and now I'd kill to own one. Back to the listing. 98,000 miles, low mileage for one of these. 2 keys matching in door locks, boot locks and ignition. Immobiliser fitted for safety. The good bits. Freshly welded last year with video available to anyone interested. Mint condition interior with Ford radio, all gauges working and no rips or tears in the seats apart from a few small cigarette burns. Standard in the 90s cars, cigarette burns. Everyone had a fag in the gob. Sweet sounding, freshly serviced 2.9 V6 Cologne EFI engine with recently fitted electric fan wired to switch in the dash. Don't know if these things had a problem with overheating or anything. Maybe they did, but he's gone to the lengths of fitting another fan on a switch. Little nifty talking point, I suppose. This one asks you what that switch is for. It just turns the fan on. But again, the bad bits. A few rust bubbles appearing on the bodywork of the car, not rot though. Near side rear window not working, could be anything as not investigated. Blower motor not working, again not investigated. Some people just don't have time to be fiddling around with cars, or just don't have the knowledge to do it. Me personally, I'd investigate those little faults and then you can list it with no bad bits apart from the little rust bubbles. But again, people don't have time on their side. They've got working commitments, other commitments, family and stuff, and sometimes they've just got to get rid, which is what this guy's doing here. He's put the overall, this car has come a long way in my ownership and with genuine reason to sell. This is a bargain for a quickly appreciating classic Ford with lots of fond memories for many. That's true story. Again, £4,750 or nearest offer. Onto the history of the car now. Ford Sierra XR4x4i. On number plate H625HRD, first registered Monday the 1st of October 1990, near Leicester. MOT history of the car, it was failing in 2006 with all the corrosion issues, which he said in the listing he's had fixed, and it passed in July 2019 with 98,959 miles. So the car's been MOT'd. Again, have a look underneath it, see how this welding's been done. A lot of it's the seatbelt anchorage points. You know the drill with these Fords. I don't need to go through them all. A few worn bushes and stuff, but they were just advisories. It was failing on chassis rails, excessively corroded. So again, have a check, see what work's been done. If it's been loved as much as the owner says in the listing, it would have been done properly. But again, it's always better to double check. Go and see the cars or ask for a video viewing, seeing as we're still in lockdown and I don't know how people feel about still going viewing cars and stuff. But yeah, that's number one on the list, XR4x4. Number 2 on the list this week is ex-Northumbria, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Police 1992 Sierra Sapphire RS Cosworth 4x4. It's up for £12,050 and the mileage on the car is 142,000. Now, I'll start with a picture of this car. It does need some work. You can see that in the pictures. As with all the cars I have on these little episodes, the links are in the description below, so click on them, have a look. I can see straight off with the first picture there's something going on underneath the headlight there. But again, I picked this car because it just makes me smile so much, the thought that the police had these things. There's a program on YouTube called X Cars that I watched the other month. They had a silver one, and it just made me laugh at the fact that these joyriders are ragging it around in the 90s, and all of a sudden you've got one of these on your rear bumper. I bet it was some police chases to watch. If you're a bystander and you saw a stolen XR2 go flying by and then one of these whooshing its way after them. Yeah, you don't see things like that anymore. The police around here, they've got Peugeot 208s or Hyundai i30s. They've got nothing like this. I know there's the Interceptor program. I don't see anything like that around here. It's got 511 watches this. In the listing it says, here I have for sale my 1992 Sierra Sapphire Cosworth 4x4 ex-police car. Now I don't know if they modified police cars at all. I don't know if they drilled if it was an undercover one or they drilled the sirens into the roof. What they do to the electronics, I don't know how they convert them back. I know a lot of people used to buy the old Volvo police cars, the T5 ones. Back to the listing. This is the car that was driven by police officers in the series Blues and Twos in the mid-90s, previously registered on K388 OJR, and the car was thought to have been scrapped, but had been on number plate CDZ 1300 since 1996. I have spoken to the DVLA and they said once the car has had an MOT, I can remove the CDZ plate and put it back on its original. This was my intention. The plate on it now could read COS 300, so probably worth a few quid to someone. Being an ex-police car, it's obviously a non-sunroof shell, which is rare. It still has the upgraded calibrated IRS police speedo fitted. Mileage shows around 42,000 miles. I am presuming this is more like 142,000 miles. It's quite an in-depth listing. This is going into a lot of the history and what he's done to the car. When he bought it, it said the cylinder head was in the boot due to the head gasket failure. This is why it came off the road in 2015. So if you want to read the full listing on this car, again, links in the description box below. He's put included with the car is a new old stock genuine Ford boot lid, 2x mint floor pans, 2x complete rear chassis leg sections, 4x white doors, fuel pump cradle, may have some other parts to go with it, but if I can find them. I'm open to sensible offers from people standing in front of me. That's the key to do it, people. Turn up and make them an offer. I am no rush to sell and I don't need the space or money. Obviously, we all have different ideas about cars, so I would recommend coming to view the car before making an offer. Can't say fairer than that. The car's in Kent, bank transfer only, please no time wasters. There seems to be loads of them on eBay. I see so many project cars get relisted because people have bid last minute and don't pay. I had one guy bid on one of my cars last minute, bid and then sent me a message straight away saying too far away. Like, what the hell's that supposed to mean? Too far away. It says on the listing where the car is. So then, yeah, just absolute nightmare. You have to mess around then and list it again and hope someone proper actually buys it. Onto the MOT history of the car. It's saying the car was registered in 1992 on August the 1st near Newcastle upon Tyne, and it was last MOT'd in 2014, and it passed with 41,000 miles on it. It's been off the road since then. The current owner spent a lot of time sourcing parts and getting it ready for what looks like to be restored. I don't think it'd be too bad of a project. 12.5 grand, it's not bad that for a Sierra Sapphire Cosworth. It is an ex-police car, so that does mean that it's probably been ragged about, but hasn't every Sierra Sapphire RS Cosworth. People didn't buy them that drive around at 30 mile an hour on the streets in them, but that's number 2 on the list this week. Now, number 3 on the list this week is a 1984 Ford Escort XR3i 3-door hatchback with only 3 previous owners and 58,000 miles. It's on for $8,995. In the description, it says the same again, only 3 previous owners with 58,000 miles with some history. Uncracked dashboard and one key fits all. This car has undergone a light restoration and full service to bring the car back to a very good usable standard, costing $3,000 by a Ford specialist with supporting documentation. I purchased this car via eBay in April 2018, and let's just say it wasn't as described and led to the restoration that has been carried out to date. The former owner had been hardly using the car in his ownership, and it's supported by MOT history, however was kept in a single skin damp garage that allowed the car to deteriorate. As with lots of Mark III Escorts, of her age, she required welding and various replacement parts, all of which have been done to a very good standard. She presents well and has had an engine bay repaint and refresh after welding in the usual places. The sunroof had failed and again this has been replaced and the roof repainted. She wears new tyres, exhaust, battery etc. and starts first time. She is one key fits all locks and has an advisory free MOT until March 2021. There are a few late Mark IIIs in white and wearing her original decals. Underside had all required work and had been treated to a good amount of underseal so she can be used and enjoyed without the worry of rust returning. She has an uncracked dashboard and the interior is in excellent condition with no worn bolsters or similar issues. First registered October 1984, 3 former keepers, and it's just got when the car was sold and then it goes into the MOT history on the car. He's squiggled the registration plate out on this car, so I can't actually do a history check on it. I can only go off what he says in the listing, but he's gone quite into a lot of detail there. He's saying it's up for sale to free up some space. I picked this one this week just for the fact of them decals down the side. The front ones remind me of an RS 1600i. I don't know if they actually put them on the XR3i. I don't remember ever seeing them with them decals on the side. Let me know in the comment section below. Were they standard on the XR3i? Were they a genuine sticker or were they just something that people put on afterwards, like an aftermarket bit? But as that car sits there, I can't remember what them alloy wheels are called either. They remind me of an old school egg poaching pan with the 4 things in. Really nice looking wheels. Really like that car. And yeah, that's number 3 on the list this week. Number 4 on the list this week is a Ford Fiesta 1.6 XR2 Fly Crayford convertible, super rare. It can be yours for £9,950 and it's done 104,000 miles. So firstly, looking at the pictures, you can see why this car caught my eye. It's a convertible Fiesta. I've never seen one before. I didn't even know they did them. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Going back 10-15 years, I probably thought it looked rubbish, but yeah, absolutely love the look of this car. It's got the pepper pot alloys on, which everyone knows I love. And yeah, it just looks like a tidy car, this. Love the old school decals down the side, the cat scratches, and it says Fly on it. Into the listing, it's with a dealer this, and it says, a Ford Fiesta XR2 Fly Crayford F. English convertible. The Fiesta Fly was a convertible version of the Ford Fiesta, originally designed by David McMullen and produced by the Kent-based coach builders Crayford. Production began in 1981 and it is believed that only a few, approximately 18, Mark I cars were created by Crayford themselves before selling the licence for producing the Mark I to Coach Builders division of F. English, a large Ford dealer based in Dorset on the south coast of England. There are many different myths about the amount built. The amount of genuine XR2 versions converted by Ford dealer F. English after taking licence from Crayford is approximately 30, thus making the car, which is registered on official register, super rare and highly collectible. I might have said that wrong. This is a very nice and well maintained example, long MOT, and the car drives on the roads very well. Diamond white paintwork in very good condition with no issues. The unique decals are in excellent, full stop, should say condition there I suppose. The original 13-inch pepper pot wheels are in very good order. The glass all appears to be original Ford and is etched with the original reg number. The history file contains the original dealership booklets and manuals. The engine bay is again very clean indeed. Previous long-term owner always kept garaged and used only for shows and local rallies. MOT history of the car. It was registered on Thursday the 7th of April 1983 near Coventry, and it is registered as a Ford Fiesta XR2. Looking at the history, it's just a bunch of passes going back to 2010. There's not even any advisories on this car. It's just a full swoop, 4 in a row, Connect 4 passes, that's it on the MOT. It's currently out of MOT. It expired on the 20th of June 2019. No doubt it'll just go straight through its MOT again. A good retro looking car. 1983, wasn't born yet again. Another 2 years before I popped out. But yeah, just a fun car. It'd be amazing that thing in summer. Going to the coast, going on holiday in it. Going having a picnic, whatever. Just a really good car, and I've no doubt it'll turn some serious heads on the road. So that is number 4 this week. I featured a Ford Mondeo ST200 last week, so this week I thought I'd feature a Mondeo ST24. This one, it says Ford Mondeo ST 2.5 V6 year 2000 show standard example. This car is 4995 and it's done 50,000 miles. It's got the wheels on I was trying to describe last week, which are 4-spoke. I remember back in the day everyone used to have 3 spokes on, which were absolutely hideous. They're up there with TSW Venom wheels, I think. I didn't like them at the time either. But going back to this one, V6 Mondeo, in the listing, it just says showing standard, see walk around video. Link in the description if you want to click and have a look at this yourself. MOT till April 2020. Fast Fords are very good news at the moment, and buying an excellent example could prove a very wise move due to potential very high future values. That were a mouthful. This is a very, very nice example of the fast appreciating Ford Mondeo ST24 valve. First generation facelift, known as the Mark II Mondeo from the year 2000. Covered just 50,000 miles and is ready to use as your daily driver or to also show if required. The car has excellent paintwork and the interior is in beautiful order, truly a credit to the former owner. The ST has a very impressive standard trim and full leather seating and air conditioning. In recent years, the previous owner has had some minor professional restoration work carried out to the sills and rear arches. This is an excellent job and won't require attention again for many years to come. That's nice to know. These cars did rot like hell. Try and find a nice ST200, they're all being broken. I've not seen an ST224 for a few months. In the listing again, he says, so in a nutshell, the Ford Mondeo ST is a time warp condition. On the MOT history of the car, it says it was registered Friday the 19th of May 2000 near London. On the MOT history, it's in 2016. Exhaust system corroded, near side outer and inner sills corroded, offside outer and inner sills corroded, rear boot floor corroded, near side rear inner wheel arch corroded, near side rear brake pipe corroded, unable to fully access welding repairs on offside rear outer door sill due to sills being covered by the side trims, the side skirts. So it looks like all the work's been done since then. It went through an MOT in 2017. It failed. It had nothing to do with corrosion or anything. It was just brake imbalanced and discs and pads, the discs were scorn or pitted. 2017, it was re-MOT'd 2 days after that fail and it passed with no advisories. And then last MOT'd in 10th of April 2019, real near side rear coil spring corroded and a tyre. They were the advisories. So something to look at if you go and look at this car. $5,000. Don't think it's too high of a price. I remember seeing these for about $2,000, I think, back in the day a few years ago. Love the Mondeo, love the ST200, and don't mind an ST24 either. This thing looks in really good shape. They've been honest in the listing about the work that's been carried out on it. So yeah, that's number 5 on the list this week. A lovely silver Mondeo ST24. That's it this week. Hope you enjoyed my list. Bit more random than usual. I've seen a few comments, people, when they've not even watched the video, saying I bet there's an Escort RS Cosworth in it. There isn't one this week either. I am killing the urge to put one in because there are quite a few on eBay at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of project cars up for sale, popping up left, right and centre, especially the Escort RS Turbos. It's so hard when you're going to look at a project car. I think you've just got to set a budget, find the one you want and just deal with whatever you end up getting. All these cars have passed, not necessarily hidden all the time. They've all going to have been welded. To what standard, you never know. I think you've just literally got to get in your head, I want to set this as a budget, find the car and then just strip it down when you get it home and go from there. Hope you're still enjoying these episodes. This is episode 11. I'm still going to continue doing them weekly. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Helps us out loads. 100 likes I'm trying to get on each one of these videos. Failed again for the last week. I think I went up to about 67. But again, thanks to everyone who did hit the like button. And please hit the subscribe button. Plenty more videos to come. Still trying to track down the Escort RS Turbo. Still got the Citroen Saxo that I need to sort out. The Evo videos. And I'm still on the hunt for a Ford project as well. I think the timing is getting a bit better now. I'm changing my situation where I live and stuff to make things a little bit easier for recording. But I'll give you more information on that in another video. So everyone still stay safe during the lockdown period and I'll see you in the next video.